Howdy folks, and welcome back to Cyberpunk 2077, where I've just received a call from Panam letting me know that Mitch has a line on a potentially extremely useful piece of equipment that they need my help in obtaining. So, no messing around, let's get straight down to business. First we need to head to the Aldecaldo Nomad Camp, find out exactly what's going on, and how it is that I can help.
No, the rest will stay here in camp. I want patrols every half hour, reporting directly to me.
Are we
V,
prepared?
you're here.
What is he doing here? I forbade you from even breathing on that Militech convoy, so you call in your friend? To do it all behind my back? Is that it?
Uh-huh. That's exactly why I had V
You really think you can forbid Panam from doing anything? Trust me, no point. She'll do whatever she wants.
No, she won't. Not if she plans to stay in this family.
Damn it to hell, Saul. Are you seriously considering letting that basilisk slip through our fingers?
I am.
But a chance like this.
A chance at what? Rotting?
Wow, seems a lot changed while I was away.
No, nothing has changed at all. The Biotechnica people will be here in an hour. Try not to cock anything else up before then.
I can't believe it. Look, there he goes, off to paint the grass green.
What's this basilisk nonsense?
It's an armored Militech cargo panzer. Junk from back in 2060 or so. They want to peddle it off to a backwards country, somewhere it can still pass as a technological wonder.
The Militech convoy will take the 101 right past us. Shame not to say hello.
Is this basilisk worth another fight with Saul?
Yes, a craft like that would finally put us back on the right path.
The family is falling apart. If we fall into this Biotechnica rut, no one will ever take us seriously again.
Okay, so you do want to go behind Saul's back, and drag me here specifically for that.
Cassidy, Ted, Carol, and Bob, also on board.
And you plan to grab the basilisk how?
Thanks, V.
Haven't said I'd help just yet.
Okay, let's go talk to the rest.
Yeah, but seriously, we're going to steal a tank. Of course I'm going to help. It's a tank.
So, just the 4 vets on board with the plan. Nobody else?
We didn't bother asking the others.
There was too great a risk someone would take it to Saul.
Besides, only the vets understand what we have to gain by having a basilisk.
Sounds pretty risky to me.
On the contrary, easy as pie. There won't even be much security on the convoy. Plus, we'll be doing our part towards furthering the cause of world peace. Why should this beast wind up being used in some little third world skirmish? We'll make better use of it right here in America.
Did you try to get Saul on board again? No luck, huh?
No. Okay, everyone listen. Militech will transport the basilisk in parts distributed across 2 trucks.
Wait, do I sense a quiver in your voice?
Fuck you! The convoy will halt at the railroad crossing on the 101. We'll attack from behind, then get the hell out and away. Questions? Comments? Motions?
Nice job, Sunshine.
Mm-hmm. Damn short, sweet, and pertinent. None of it.
Panam's got a beef with Saul, I know. But you guys...
Few years back, nobody would have given corporal work a second thought.
We want a good name. We just need good gear and good jobs. And Saul would see that if he pulled his head out of his caboose once in a while.
It's all too easy. Convenient to arrange. The exact tech you need. Coming your way, almost served on a silver platter.
Yes, Saul also claimed it stinks to high heaven.
Intel on the convoy, where'd you get it?
Carol hacked the Militech comms channel. Is that enough for you?
Honestly, Panam, you had me at we're going to steal a tank.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, thanks. First, we'll ride to the station. The train engine we need to block the convoy's way is there. Are you riding with us, or will we meet you there?
Riding with you.
Excellent. Let's get going.
This whole part of the story reminds me a lot of one of my favourite
Think I heard a little
cyberpunk
shake
genre
in that
novels,
voice.
Hardwired by
You
Walter
did
Jon
not.
Williams. I cannot recommend it
Did you get your
enough.
hands clammy too?
Screw you.
But are you sure you didn't leave any tracks? Militech won't notice a thing.
Are you trying to insult me, Bobby?
Okay. Forget I even asked.
In Hardwired, the nations of the Earth have basically been balkanized and are being run for profit under the control of orbital corporations. In a way very similar to the movie Elysium. In the novel, the only practical resistance to the orbital stranglehold on the world economics was being organised by smugglers who used old decommissioned Air Force Delta jets to run contraband through the various different commercial borders. But with orbital control of the world's airspace tightening, it was becoming far too hazardous for these Delta jocks, as they were known, to ply their trade using aircraft.
Raffens, what about them? Expecting any trouble?
Saul is. Posted sentries all around the camp.
How's that not right?
He's wrong in continuing to fight the symptoms rather than the disease.
You don't miss life in Night City?
At times, perhaps. I miss the feeling of having a new beginning. Of freedom. But I also haven't forgotten the emptiness. The feeling of realizing it means nothing if you're alone.
Yeah. Took adjustment on my part, too. Though, never was completely alone.
You had someone?
A true friend. Jackie by name. You would have liked him, actually.
Jackie. I remember that.
As a result of this, the smuggler gangs looked to an alternative method of transporting their contraband, and thus began the age of the Panzer Boys. Basically doing the same thing as the Delta jocks,
We have arrived.
except in tanks and ground effect vehicles.
Big bastard.
If you like it so much, maybe we should just hijack the train. Let the Basilisk go on its way.
Yeah, then just drive this beast to the 101. There and back.
Saul would be on board with that.
Are we ready? Okay. The Militech convoy will be traveling from Night City to the base where they're due to meet the buyer. We will stop it at the railroad crossing.
All we have to do is shove this beauty in its way.
V, any questions?
Plan to move this thing how exactly?
It's old tech. Carol will have to hack it.
Then I'll somehow have to finagle authorization from the control tower to move it.
Tower looks inactive to me, too.
Yeah, we'll see to that. You and Panam just get the authorization code.
Okay, let's get to work.
The Panzer Boys in the novel operated their panzers via direct neural links. They'd basically be cocooned inside the most protected part of the tank, and would be jacked in via a direct neural interface. In effect, all of the sensors and weapon systems of the tank became extensions of their body. And that's exactly the way panzers like the Militech Basilisk here in Cyberpunk 2077 work as well. Although here in the game they've also taken a bit of a nod from Pacific Rim, in that it has a crew of 2 that are in direct neural link between themselves as well. But I particularly loved the way that Walter Jon Williams wrote in the novel Hardwired about how panzer combat actually took place, with the Panzer Boys feeling the systems, sensors and countermeasures of their panzer as an extension of their own body, being able to detect the pulses of search aircraft's radar as an impression on their skin when they were taking fire, feeling the impact of 20mm autocannon fire on the tank's ablative armour as impacts on their skin.
Junctions.
Walter Jon Williams was probably not the first cyberpunk genre writer to envision future combat taking place like this, but he was, at least in my experience, easily the best at describing how it would actually feel for the participants. I can't recommend that book enough. That's Hardwired
Okay,
by
here we
Walter
are.
Jon Williams.
Carol! What are we looking for? What cards? Would you
Sure thing.
I'm looking for a punch card. You probably noticed... Oh, I found it.
Well.
Well, that was easy. This is decades old tech. The train that we're about to jack here in order to block the highway at the rail crossing is an old Russian nuclear-powered train. Got a punch card. Still all kinds of rubbish to pick up around here. Most of it's junk, of course, but there's some cash lying around as well. Right, let's go talk to Panam.
Got something.
Good job. Carol! We have a card! What now? You have to put it in the reader! Well, V? The card. In the reader?
Put card in card reader. Even somebody with my limited technical skills shouldn't be able to fuck this up. And there it is.
Here goes nothing.
Oh, there was some advanced technical ability going on there. I didn't just put the card in the reader, I pushed a lever too.
It worked. Come look.
Little engine that could.
Alrighty, it worked.
V, I wanted to speak with you.
Uh-huh.
What did you want to talk about?
I know this may sound foolish, because I asked you to help me. But... why are you doing this?
Here we go. She knows how she feels about me, but she wants to hear my side first.
Trust issues, again. I thought we talked it all out.
V, I know I can count on you.
But
no one has ever done something like this for me before. Not without a catch.
meaning nobody from outside the fam.
Yes. We could both stand and think about what that means. All right. Let's rejoin the others.
So you both dance around it using words and expressions that let the other know pretty much how you feel without actually saying how it is that you feel. At least not saying it first. Some things never change. What's up here anyway? Anything useful? This place is the site of another mission, by the way. Specifically, one of the other fixers, Dakota something or other, the Nomad fixer, who wants you to take out a drone jammer that's being operated from a gang that have control of this place.
Convoy. Got eyes and ears on it?
Yes, Carol checks their communication channels from time to time. Everything is proceeding as planned. For now.
Uh-oh, Saul's getting suspicious. He doesn't need to know where Panam is or what she's doing. Oh god, he won't let it go, will he? What's this? What do you see her? Tell her I'm looking for her. Yeah, I don't think I will, actually. I think she knows, which is probably why she's turned her comms off. And probably why the other vets have as well. The fact that he's not able to get through to Panam or any of her known Confederates is probably making Saul deeply suspicious right now. But what can he do? He doesn't know where we are. He's probably got some idea of what we're doing, but he doesn't know how we're going to do it. He knows we're after the Basilisk. And that's probably making him really, really mad.
We could still
Sit your
check.
ass down a minute, honey. Breathe.
Everything's under control. The convoy is already heading our way.
You worried about Saul?
Quite some time left till dusk. The car could use another once-over. The stars have emerged. We've but a few hours till dawn.
Really? Does anybody outside of a fantasy novel actually talk like that? We have but a few hours until dawn.
You're acting spooked. As if you're the first person ever to stand up to Saul.
Oh, save your breath. I don't need to be consoled. Was it someone I know?
New. Scorpion.
You came home from the war, head full of new ideas, and a host of new contacts.
He tried to get Saul to lead us in joining Snake Nation. It would make us stronger, he said.
I don't think he peeped a word of it to me. What did Saul do?
Saul dressed the guy down head to toe for messing with the family. Hell, he didn't send him on any jobs for a year.
Gee, really consoling. Thanks.
You said yourself you didn't need any.
Ought to raise a glass to Scorpion.
And to
The
Jack.
Scorpion.
Now, for those of us who still harbour ambitions to find out exactly how good a breakfast Panam is capable of making, pay attention, because another critical choice is about to come up. And when I say pay attention, I do mean it, because you'll only get one opportunity to fuck it up like I did.
Gonna try and get some sleep.
Okay, it'll be quite some time before the convoy comes through.
Do not be shy here. Pick the option to scooch closer. Don't do what I did.
You couldn't sleep if you tried, could you?
You're only getting closer. It's not like you're ripping her clothes off and ravishing her in front of all of her friends.
I'll just lie here a while, by her side, gazing at the stars.
Is that another area of your expertise? You got maps of the heavens in your library, too?
Of course. That's the Big Dipper. And you see the small flickering star to the right?
Yeah.
You do? Oh dear. That means there's a major leak.
My dad tells better jokes than that.
Good night.
I tell better jokes than that. And I tell jokes that would embarrass my dad. Don't worry though, while I did completely screw this up on my first playthrough, this was not my only playthrough, and I have managed to successfully conclude the Panam romance option, which you will be seeing in a future video. And let me just tell you in advance that when that video goes up, there is absolutely no way whatsoever that YouTube are ever going to consider it safe for advertisers. You're just going to have to take my word for it. Right, let's get this show on the road. I'm sure it's not going to be as easy as just rolling the train over the crossing and stopping the convoy. It is being protected by the Militech armed escort.
All right. She's moving.
Get her up to speed.
Hang on a minute. When did they connect the train up to the cargo cars? Because it was unconnected yesterday. Well, they've had plenty of time, I suppose.
They're going faster than we thought. I don't know if we can catch them.
Uncouple one of the cars. It'll speed you up. Hey, no coming and hauling. Take out that couple.
Yeah. Here we go. Come on, hold it still.
Okay, slow.
Hey, shoot out the damn coupler.
Jeez, how many direct hits does it take? There, got it.
Surround them as soon as they're cut off. Shit! Probably jammed again.
Oh great. Well, I suppose it would be too easy having a 20mm autocannon to use. We're going to have to do this mandrolically.
Time for the
Yeah, the sniper rifle is probably not the best weapon to use under the circumstances. Shit grenade. Smart pistol for the win. Aiming is for noobs. This thing really is awesome. Good old Skippy. Guaranteed headshots. All you have to do is point it roughly in the direction of the target.
Mitch, Bob, go!
All is planned, boss.
All right, the train's leaving. You'd better move.
grab the loot. Come on, let me pick up the weapon. No, fuck it. Whatever, let's get out of here. I don't really need the loot at this point.
Okay, let's go. Ready to roll.
And that, on the back of the transporter, is the Basilisk. Well, actually, it's half of the Basilisk. The Panzer comes in 2 parts. Hence the 2 transporters.
Fuck! It worked!
Woohoo! Of course it did. Just as I said it would.
Not sure how we're planning on hiding this from Saul. I mean, it's a tank. He's probably going to notice.
How's it going there, V? Did you have fun?
Sure did.
Just be happy you won't be around to put the hunk of junk together. The real fun is just starting for Mitch and Teddy.
Then again, I suppose it's always easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. Although knowing Panam, I suspect she's not even slightly interested in Saul's forgiveness either. I can't wait for Mitch and Cassidy to put this baby together so I can have a go. And I'm pretty sure, because of the way the Basilisk works in the game, that the game developers have also read Walter Jon Williams' Hardwired novel.
Okay, I just lost the Militech channel. The suits finally realized someone was listening and changed the codes.
Perfect timing if you ask me.
Because the Basilisk in the game works in almost exactly the same way as the Panzers in Walter Jon Williams' book. At least from the perspective of the operator. And that, trust me, is a very, very good thing. Because that book is incredibly well written. Of course, I don't actually know for a fact that the game developers were inspired by the Hardwired novel, but, well, there are just too many parallels for it to be much of a coincidence. So it's nice to imagine that they've been inspired by the same things that I was reading when I was a teenager.
I can talk to him if you want.
No, thank you. I'll take care of this myself.
And now we have to deal with Saul. Oh, this is going to be fun. Stand by for the fireworks. You might want to take a couple of steps back from ground zero. Yeah, here he comes.
So it begins.
Well, come on, Panam, what did you expect? You deliberately went and did exactly what it was he told you not to do. You had to know this was coming.
What's the meaning of this?
Exactly what you see. The Basilisk.
All I see is 2 trucks with giant Militech logos on them. Fuck, Panam, you can see them from miles away. You think we don't have problems enough on our hands? The Raffens could rear their heads at any moment. And now we have Militech to worry about, too.
Stop it! Fuck! Just shut up already! Do you want to serve corporations forever? Fine, go right ahead. In that case, we'll leave the Basilisk as a souvenir of what this family used to be. Or you know what? Maybe next time we're attacked, we'll be able to fight back!
They both raise good points, but I'm on the side with the Panzer.
As soon as I'm done with Biotechnica, we call a family meeting to discuss this. Discuss you. Until that time, I want these trucks out of my sight.
And the Basilisk? Can we put it together?
Do what you want. Just get out of my sight.
Bob, Mitch, you two take the trucks around back. We need to unload.
Sure, but then what do we do with them?
Oh, I've got an idea.
I'll bet he has. Cassidy used to drive Panzers during the 4th Corporate War.
You got quite a pair of lungs there.
Thanks. I believe the last time I pulled something like that, I was 10 years old.
Seem to still be in fine working order. Everything okay?
Yes, of course. Though the great train robbery bit of this was much more enjoyable.
You need me again, all you gotta do is call.
V. I'm sure I will. So you'd better expect that call.
Be waiting. Take care.
Right. Well, the Aldecaldos may be on the bones of their arse with their backs
shit.
up against the wall and divided leadership, but now they have a tank. So, to quote the bard, bring it, bitches. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.